would give him a hug, but we're on a mountain and I don't want anybody to start calling this Brokeback Mountain. Well, y'all, it's a beautiful day out here. Crystal clear blue, like I don't often see much these days. We're out at Ben and Denise's at Renewed Homestead, and there's a whole gang of people out here to do something that's really, really worthwhile. We're gonna have good old-fashioned barn raising, and there's a lot of other things going on too. Let's go talk to Denise. Renewed Homestead. This is Denise, one half of the Ben and Denise Renewed, and look at this. We just got an amen from these cows over here. Y'all, this is a party with a purpose, and this is an awesome purpose because we got a barn up here, and your nonprofit, which does fantastic stuff, we're going to talk about it here in a second. You basically got decimated in this last storm. It destroyed a lot of what's up there, and this barn is critical to what you're trying to do with your nonprofit. So tell everybody about it and what it's for, and folks, please pay attention because this is of profound value in my view.
Well, we are the JEM Foundation. It's JEM. It was actually founded in honor of our son, Jacob, who we lost to suicide January of 2016. And there's a lot that we're trying to do to help kids with youth mental health struggles. So a lot of animal therapies and other therapies are designed for kids with autism and Asperger's, which is fantastic. But a lot of kids that are struggling with depression and anxiety don't really have a place to go. So we are focusing on not only animal therapy, but nutrition is also a huge part of it. Trying to educate people that a lot of what's in our diet is causing, well, what's in our diet and the nutrient deficiencies that are in our diet are causing a lot of what we're seeing today. And we know social media plays a role in everything, but we're really focused, get them on real food, get them off the preservatives, get them off the artificial food colors and food dyes. So we're a farm, so we're trying to integrate not only the animal therapy part of it, but we're trying to educate on the nutritional component of it, gardening, you know, how do you raise your own food, where should you get your food, all of those things to get them off the food system to help them heal. And we're seeing phenomenal results with people that are doing this. I mean, even things as you know, simple as fish oil are helping people with bipolar disorder, and this is a fact. You can even see the studies. So we're really trying to get this done, and our barn,
it's central. It's central to all of this. And you guys are doing yeoman's work. I mean, so many people out here are, and these are people that are here are rocking for the love, y'all. And I'm going to ask you to do the very same thing. How do people support you?
You can go to thejemfoundation.com and you can actually click on donate. We are a registered 501c3, so it is a tax deduction, and you know that your money is actually going to the organization. Ben and I actually don't take any salaries from the organization. We never have. 100% of your proceeds go back to the charity. So we would appreciate it. We need financial help right now, especially to get the horses and everything that comes with it, the medical, the feed, all of that. So we're really trying to get this together, especially now after this disaster. We know a lot of kids, I mean, they went through COVID 4 years ago. Now they're going through this. A lot of kids are going to be feeling anxious and depression, and we really want to get this open so we can support them and help them. And, you know, everything we're doing is regenerative. So we're trying to regenerative, and with permaculture principles behind it all, we're trying to teach this next generation how important all of this is.
Folks, these are my friends. I love them to death. And I'm going to do this video now because I'm going to get my butt up here, put my hands on this. And then after a while, we're going to rub-a-dub-dub, sit down and grub. I know you made some cinnamon rolls and some other stuff in there. All right, y'all, video's over. We got to go.
But we appreciate, thank you.
He is organizing the 2x6s that are going to come down the side, 3 feet to center. So, yep, that's where we're at right now, and hopefully we can get moving a little quicker. We're waiting on the compressors to fill up.
If there's any good to come out of a tragedy, good night, this is it, man. You're seeing people coming from all over. Most of these people have come from at least 2 hours away, and they were here early to get hopping and popping. No thought of reward, no thought of how do I benefit, none of that stuff. It's kind of a cool thing that I've seen that they do in Kansas. You've heard me talk to Tag and Darren and Bobby and all those guys out in Kansas where they have this homestead rotation, I believe is what they call it. And they'll take a weekend and they'll work on this person's place, another weekend work on another person's place on really big projects. I mean, in Kansas, in that group, they put entire houses together over a weekend. I mean, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Let's go over here and talk to Austin real quick, find out what he's doing. Talking to my man Austin. He's an operator and he's a friend of mine. I met him at a bunch of events in the past, and this is your machine here, right?
Yes, sir.
And what inspired you to come out here and do this? Let me, before he answers, y'all, I want to tell you a lot of the biggest reason I decided to put foot to butt in the new direction in my life is because of him. He invited us a while back to a meeting of himself and a number of homesteaders, just people getting together around him. And he's created a movement in me that, man, it's just so doggone inspiring. So what brought you here, bro?
The goal is to have one seemingly impossible task, and then just getting a group of people together and just pushing through until it seems like it's not a big deal anymore.
So you came here, he basically brought an entire gang with him. The rest of them are working up on, I mean, obviously you just need yourself right here, but everybody else is going to be working up here. That's why I'm doing the filming early, so I can get my butt up here and get on this job and start helping myself. But I mean, what you've done is truly inspiring, to the point that, you know, for a guy that's been in this space and is prepared in this homestead space and all this other stuff for a long, long time, man, you've inspired me to do some things, man, that honestly are going to be revolutionary, at least in my life. So I can't thank you enough. I would give him a hug, but we're on a mountain and I don't want anybody to start calling this Brokeback Mountain.
Well, I appreciate it, man. I'm speechless. You've motivated me in a lot of ways too. Set fire under me, and we're just, pushing forward.
Yeah.
Let's do it anyways. Bring it in, brother.
We've got a crew of guys, already 4 guys up here working on the 2x6s. The posts on this side of the barn are still pretty trued up, so they're able to get the 2x6s 3 layers down. Once this is secured, then we can start working our way on around and bringing the other poles back up into square and plumb. Yeah, they hit the ground. They got here early, hit the ground running. Austin's down working with the track hoe, and man, we're cooking.
Yeah.
That one you'll still
Something like that.
HR.
Starting to get some walls up here. Things are starting to look good.
Let's do it.
What were you just telling me a minute ago, man? Because I was like, dude, this is golden. We got to really capture this on film.
Yeah, the goal, I was riding on the track hoe, and I just want to make FEMA obsolete. I want to make them completely obsolete. I want people as a community to get together and feel like they're not even asking about FEMA, not helplessly clamoring, saying, please come help me,
So that begs the question, then why on earth am I paying any taxes?
I got nothing, bro. Absolutely nothing.
Close to the end of the day. The sun's about to be over the mountain in a minute.
About there.
And this is the other half of the renewed homestead over here. I'm sorry I didn't represent. I forgot my renewed homestead shirt. Yeah, I forgot it at home. Anyway, it's been a long day, but Ben,
Yes.
We got the semblance of a barn. Basically, the storm came through, blew down what you already had up.
Yep.
And what are you thinking now?
I'm beyond grateful. These folks came up an hour and a half out of their way, spent their entire day helping us try to get this thing leveled up, shored up, fixed up. The wood up out of the mud and dirt. I mean, you saw it. Whether some of these boards are still completely soaked from the rain, but I'm overwhelmed at how much we got done. I mean, we still have a lot of work to do, but just the amount of time and effort and love that was shown here is just amazing.
It's blowing my mind, the community that we got going on around here, that they came from an hour and a half away, an entirely different community that came all the way up here to the high country. And you can even see Austin over here doing his thing.
Can't see Austin.
On the tractor. Yeah, you can't really see him from here, but I mean, here he is basically moving some debris, making a new road. You had a road and it was gone. You couldn't drive on
It
it.
was a creek bed.
Yeah.
2 foot ruts in the ground. Couldn't drive on it.
No, I mean, even your big F-250 four-wheel drive was touch and go trying to get through that thing. So
Thought it was going over.
yeah, but hey, it's I mean, this is what community can do in a massive, massive way.
Yeah.
Hey, don't forget about the JEM Foundation, y'all. There's a lot of people through all of this stuff right now that are going through some serious personal tragedies inside, and part of what y'all do is to help mitigate some of these people and children in particular, as I understand it, that may be going through this.
Yep, young adults and about basically 8 to 16-year-olds. It's kind of a forgotten group. These are kids that are struggling. They've got their phones, also known as a pocket bully, with them 24/7. You don't go to school and fight out a problem. You've got that bully in your pocket all day, all night long. And just the stress of growing up, being a kid, and the body changes and the hormone changes, and am I pretty enough? Am I handsome enough? Oh, I'm too short, I'm too tall. Just all these struggles. These kids are struggling, and they don't need to have pills pushed down their throat in order for them to feel better. Sometimes it's just being out in nature, connecting with nature and animals, and reconnecting with their food, and kind of getting a better understanding of the world around them. That's all they need.
And this barn is really kind of a symbol for this place. It's kind of the epicenter of where a lot of this stuff is going to happen.
It is.
So, yeah, folks, don't forget to give out there. I know that everybody's a little bit strapped these days, but if you got it to give, please consider them. They do fantastic work, and this barn is the beginning of what they hope to do in the long run. So, hey, thank you so much for your support, y'all. I know this video might be a little bit disjointed because I was out here putting my hands on this stuff, but thank you so much for your support. On behalf of Ben and Denise at Renewed Homestead, this is Billy.
And the JEM Foundation.
And the JEM Foundation.
There you go.
Let's not forget about them. We'll leave a link down below, and of course you've seen it pop across the screen, so don't forget about them. All right, y'all. Till next time, stay alert, stay alive.